Previously on the Max Level Hero has returned. Our hero was reborn with unimaginable power, the system unlocking untold abilities. But the enemy closed in, determined to crush him. The impossible trials were passed. The master craftsman's hands quiver with rage as he fixes the human who insulted his work. He wants justice, but pride blocks him. Can he truly kill the one who wronged him? A human? No, don't kill me. The craftsman's anger intensifies as he glares at the human. His grip on the air tightens. The human's fate is already sealed. The craftsman's eyes flash with a warning. Disrespecting the soul is not tolerated.
But at what cost? Will his loss of pride and self-worth make him an even more formidable opponent for Prince Davy Orwain? The human speaks their mind, but the craftsman's pride is on the line, and his loyalty is tested. He can't let someone insult his teacher's work without consequence. He wants to show the human that their actions won't be tolerated. But the craftsman's teacher, who created the holy item, stands there, silently judging him. The human's words cut deep, making the craftsman angrier. He decides to punish the human, seeking to teach them a lesson. The consequence is that the craftsman's actions will go beyond mere punishment and become a display of his skills and dedication to his craft.
Stop.
The craftsman's face twists, and he takes a step forward, his hands clenched into fists. The tension is palpable as he prepares to unleash his wrath.
The craftsman's eyes narrow, and he begins to explain the art of crafting, emphasizing the importance of creating something truly remarkable. He wants to show the human the value of innovation and pushing boundaries. But the human's dismissive attitude blocks his words, making him even angrier. The craftsman's hands start to move rapidly as he begins to demonstrate his techniques. He combines different methods to create something new, and the human is taken aback by the complexity. The human's eyes widen in realization, and they understand the potential of the craftsman's work.
The color of the flame.
The craftsman's smile grows as he unleashes a burst of creativity, his hands moving in perfect sync with his words.
The human reaches out, his hand trembling as he touches the craftsman's creation. The craftsman's eyes widen in shock, and his hands drop to his sides. He's expecting a reaction. But this is something more. The human's touch has awakened a new power, one that's beyond the craftsman's control. The craftsman's face is a mask of calm, but his eyes are telling a different story, one of fear and uncertainty.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The craftsman's voice is barely above a whisper, but the words hang in the air like a challenge. He's not just unlocking a new power, he's opening a door to a whole new world. Lee Hyun's suppressed power bursts forth as he unleashes the full force of the origin, leaving even the strongest foes stunned and scrambling to comprehend the sheer magnitude of his abilities unfolding before them. The raw emotional cost of Lee Hyun's awakening is now apparent to those closest to him, with Shin Ji-hyun struggling to reconcile her love for the man she once knew with the increasingly unpredictable and explosive force that stands before her. The lingering presence of a mysterious item, cryptically alluded to by Lee Hyun, now raises more questions than answers as it hangs precariously in the balance, its very existence threatening to upend the fragile equilibrium of the world around him.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The sword's true master has returned, and its power is now times more lethal. Davy's eyes widen as he examines the bone in his hand. It's a bone of an unknown elder dragon.
You won't find anything more perfect and refined than this.
The swordsmith's confidence is almost palatable, his voice dripping with sincerity. Davy's mind reels, thinking about the possibilities. What secrets lies in the bone's ancient power? He wants to know more, but the cost might be steeper than he's willing to pay.
Davy's eyes widen in surprise, a spark of curiosity igniting in his mind. He thinks about the swordsmith's proposal, weighing the pros and cons. His hands begin to move, calculating the odds. Can he really trust this elder Golgotha, or is it a trap? The thought sends a shiver down his spine. He needs to know more. What's the condition for the workshop? Davy's jaw clenches as he steps closer to the swordsmith. Davy is furious. His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, already knowing what's coming next.
Stop. This is too reckless.
His words snap the swordsmith back into action, and he begins to explain the Hall of Heroes, telling Davy that it's a place of great power, shaped from the subconscious of heroes. Davy interrupts, his anger simmering beneath the surface, and we can sense that he's desperate to know more about this place and the power that resides within it.
You will never understand the power of this place.
The swordsmith continues, telling Davy that he needs to learn how to wield this power if he's to survive. But now, we see a change in Davy's demeanor. His eyes are narrowed, and his jaw is clenched in determination. Lee Hyun's fingers tremble as the ancient sword's power surges through him, its weighty aura a weight on his shoulders, threatening to consume him whole. Lee Hyun's heart swells with pride as he presents his family's heirloom sword to his father, only to be met with a mixture of disappointment and a crushing weight of responsibility. The door to the workshop creaks open, revealing a shadowy figure cloaked in darkness, their eyes fixed intently on Lee Hyun as they whisper a single, ominous phrase. You're not the only one with a secret.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The max-level hero's return was met with a treacherous betrayal, his own assassination attempt. Prince Davy Orawain lies in a coma, his soul trapped in a mysterious realm. Rider Devil, the scribe of the Hall of Heroes, awaits his awakening. Rider Devil's eyes gleam with anticipation as he begins to dictate the next chapter in Davy's life.
The Hall of Heroes awaits his triumphant return.
As the words flow onto the page, Davy's training begins. 1,000 years of brutal discipline and rigorous training await him in the afterlife. Davy's training is intense and unforgiving. He discovers a pair of daggers with an enigmatic name etched onto them. The max-level hero's true identity revealed. The prince's eyes snap open, and he's staring at a figure he doesn't know. Who is this? What does he want? Davy's instincts are screaming at him to get out of there, but he's too tired to move. The Rider Devil is watching with great interest, but what is it trying to watch?
Tell me what it is, I wonder.
The Rider Devil's eyes widen in amazement. Whoa! The sword is emitting light, and it's using the material the Rider Devil gave it to create something like this. To think.
Marvelous. The possibilities are endless.
The dwarves are acting like believers who met the god they worshipped. Red and blue flags everywhere. The prince, now awake, is sipping a drink and enjoying the sense of accomplishment. He looks satisfied. His younger brother's favorite drink is in front of him, and he's smiling from ear to ear. The scent isn't too strong, and he likes it. He's in good company. Dwarves are known for their love of strong-tasting alcohol, but not every dwarf likes it.
Cecile, my younger brother's favorite.
The prince's smile grows wider as he thanks the dwarf for the drink. He's glad the scent isn't too strong. He likes a good drink, but he's not a fan of overpowering smells.
The mithril stone shatters into 1,000 pieces, revealing an eerie glow emanating from the very core of the earth, as if it's been waiting for this moment to unleash its true power. The weight of this discovery crushes IHO's spirit, forcing him to confront the harsh reality that his work, his passion, may be nothing more than a mere illusion, a fleeting dream that's about to shatter. A red glow from the broken stone casts an ominous shadow on the ground, as a whisper spreads like wildfire. The true assassin has been awakened, and the city will soon be consumed by its deadly blade.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Hyok's face contorts in pain as Davy's grip tightens. The men try to pull Davy off, but he won't let go. Davy's eyes flash with a mixture of fury and hurt as he realizes the depth of Hyok's betrayal. Hyok's men look on, unsure of what to do. You're going to pay for what you did to me. The question is, how far will Davy take his revenge?
The elder's eyes widen as he points towards an ominous figure emerging from the shadows, its presence unleashing a chilling aura that sends shivers down the spines of everyone nearby. The weight of this revelation crushes the elder, who now believes his fate is sealed. His family's dark history, and his own role in it threaten to shatter his fragile sense of identity forevermore. The dark figure's menacing gaze lingers on the elder as it speaks a single, ominous word, Hal, leaving the elder's fate perilously hanging in the balance as an eerie silence falls over the scene. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Davy Orawane wakes up, his eyes snapping open as if he's been punched in the face. His memories flood back, the pain and the humiliation of being struck by an enemy's arrow. And then, Davy Orawane moves quietly, his eyes fixed on the vampire who's trying to keep their blood aura hidden. He's not buying the nonchalant act. The vampire's secret is the least of his concerns right now. He's got enemies to take down. Davy's hand rests on the hilt of his sword, ready to strike. The vampire's smugness is starting to annoy him. What's their game? Davy takes a step closer, his grip on the hilt tightening. The vampire's confidence is going to get them killed.
I'm not worried about a little thing like that.
Davy's eyes narrow. This vampire thinks they're above the law? He's got news for them. Tiberius's desperate attempt to master the 7th circle storage magic reaches a boiling point as Davy's special replacement magic is unleashed, forever changing the fate of the world. The weight of loss crushes Tiberius's heart as he grapples with the devastating revelation about his forgotten past, leaving him struggling to reconcile his shattered identity with his new reality. As Tiberius's world teeters on the brink of collapse, Davy's motives for creating the replacement magic remain shrouded in mystery, fueling a growing sense of unease and increasing the danger that lurks around every corner. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Prince Davy Orawane is at the edge of the cliff, fighting for his life. The magical beast is on top of him, ready to deliver the final blow. Davy's vision blurs, but he refuses to back down. He pushes the beast with all his might, desperate to survive. GH, think we made a wrong judgment about him. The enemy is trying to interrogate Davy, using flames to pry information out of him. Davy suffers in silence, but his resolve is unbroken. He refuses to give in. Davy looks up at his tormentor, his eyes burning with fury. You want something from me? Well, I'm not giving it to you. The enemy's expression twists in frustration. Prince Davy Orawane can't hold back any longer. He demands an answer from the enemy about their authority, his rage simmering just below the surface. His hands are clenched into fists, and his eyes burn with determination. He's not going to be silenced. His frustration boils over, and he speaks in a low, controlled tone.
The enemy's silence is a challenge. Prince Davy needs to push back. His body language is aggressive, his posture tense. He's ready to strike.
Maybe I should provoke him a little more.
But Prince Davy's reaction is immediate. His eyes flash with anger, and his voice drops to a growl. He's not going to be provoked. The enemy's calm is a facade. He's seething with anger, but he won't show it. He's waiting for Prince Davy to make the next move.
KRRRKRG.
But Prince Davy doesn't back down. He's determined to get the truth out of the enemy. His actions are bold, his movements swift. The enemy's mask slips.
The key action or twist of this chapter unfolds as Hyok-jun unleashes a devastating counterattack, landing a critical hit that leaves his opponent reeling in shock. Hyok-jun grapples with the emotional aftermath, the weight of his newfound power causing him to question his very identity and the true cost of his abilities. The cliffhanger hangs precariously as a mysterious figure watches Hyok-jun from the shadows, their intentions shrouded in darkness, as the hero's future hangs precariously in the balance. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Prince Davy Orawane is fed up with these clumsy traps set by the mastermind, and he's not getting any younger. Every injury feels like a ticking time bomb, a constant reminder that time is running out. He can't afford to die now. The stakes are too high. He needs a breakthrough and fast.
His eyes narrow as he focuses on the puzzle. What's the missing piece? What did he miss? Every fraction of a second counts. His breath quickens as he thinks. The dwarves seem to be watching him, their eyes gleaming with a newfound interest.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Sword-wielding darkness closes in around Lee Hyun, the weight of a truth crashing down on him like a tidal wave of dread and despair. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Lee Hyun's desperate attempts to conceal the dark secret threaten to shatter the trust he's carefully built with his allies, leaving his relationships hanging in the balance of fate. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. As the truth begins to unravel, Lee Hyun's past and present converge in a catastrophic storm, forcing him to confront the ultimate question. Can he outrun the darkness, or will it consume him whole?
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. It's not rare for this to happen in this medieval world where power and corruption go hand in hand. But this time, they've crossed a line. They think I'm just a prince, a plaything for their games and manipulation. But I'm not just any prince. You're a target, Davy. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm a hero, forged in the depths of the Hall of Heroes, where the greatest of the great gather to perfect their craft. I've been training for 1,000 years, and now I'm back. They'll soon discover that underestimating me was their last mistake. I was already swimming in bribes, so I didn't bother digging deeper, but I storm over to my subject, ready to throw some fire. What's going on? Why are they acting so sheepish? I can see the fear in their eyes. They're trying to tell me something, but they're too afraid to say it out loud. Those freaking wretch! I shout, my anger getting the better of me.
Amy. Alright guys, we're back in chapter, the max level hero has returned, and we're on beat. Brian here, and I'm hyped. So, we left off with our MC aka Davy Orwin, thinking about what Kia's warning meant. His hands are restless, always ready to react. Now, let's see what's going on here.
This time, his sword's been imbued with life. It takes the form of a human, with a wide blade where its arms and legs should be. It's about to devour something.
Cuteness warning. As I said before, it's not of my will.
Davy's face falls, realizing what he's created. He looks around frantically, trying to find a solution. Blue flag miss as well. Quick! Swords can eat? They're literally humans. Davy just watched as his new creation devoured.
The max-level hero has a shocking revelation as he uncovers the dark truth behind the kingdom's ruler's intentions, leaving him reeling with a sense of betrayal and mistrust. The emotional stakes are at an all-time high as the max-level hero's trust is shattered, and he's left questioning the loyalty of those closest to him, including the kingdom's ruler he once called friend. The cliffhanger hangs precariously in the balance as the kingdom teeters on the brink of chaos, with the max-level hero's next move threatening to unleash a catastrophic chain reaction that could spell disaster for the entire realm.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. 1,000 years pass in a flash, but Kia's hope remains. Davy's soul is reborn in the Hall of Heroes, a place where legends forge the strongest warriors. The Hall's trainers whip Davy into shape, pushing him to his breaking point.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Kia's desperation grows as she yells at her brother to get up. Davy's eyes glaze over, his soul slipping away. His body begins to numb, his vision blurring.
How did you manage to find the time to visit while you're busy with your own territory? Kia's words are laced with annoyance, but a hint of curiosity too.
The territory's state of disrepair weighs heavily on her. Kia's eyes sparkle with curiosity as Davy's lips form a single word.
The air quiets, anticipation hanging in the balance.
Kia's face falls, a hint of disappointment creeping in. What does it mean? And what's the cost of this newfound weakness? Kia's frustration boils over as Davy's words send a ripple through their relationship.
Max level hero. Davy's eyes gaze into the distance, his voice barely above a whisper. The tension between them thickens, and it's clear that their brother-sister bond is about to be put to the test. If you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now.
Kia is visibly relieved as Davy's eyes flicker open. Kia's racing to Kia's sister's bedside, and her face is etched with worry. She thinks her sister is sick. Her hands fumble for a moment as she tries to reassure herself. She whispers to her sister, hoping for a response, but Kia's sister doesn't budge. Her breathing is shallow, and her skin is pale. Kia's grip on her sister's hand tightens, and she says,
Winley's exhausted body crashes to the ground as Patna's swift arrow intercepts the deadly poison, saving her life in a heart-stopping moment of instinctual bravery. Winley's relief turns to despair as she realizes the price of her rescue. She's been exposed to the darkness within, awakening a malevolent force that threatens to consume her very soul. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a foreboding shadow over the landscape, Winley's anguished scream echoes through the forest, a chilling harbinger of the horrors to come.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The king's most trusted warrior just died, and Davy Orawain, once dismissed as powerless, is still standing, alive. His hands are shaking, but his eyes are burning with a determination he never knew he had. He's not alone in the room. A person stands over the poisoned person, analyzing the situation. Their face a mixture of concern and caution. What do they mean by "you don't look so good"?
Stop. You're wrong.
The person speaking seems to be trying to reassure the poisoned one, but their words only make Davy more agitated. He's furious his trusted ally is dying, and he's still standing. Davy's eyes are fixed on the person who cast the detoxification spell. He's furious, and he's not going to let them get away with this. The person who cast the spell is watching, eyes narrowed, as if trying to read Davy's intentions. Davy's going to get to the bottom of this no matter what it takes. He's going to uncover the truth behind the poisoning, and he's going to make sure that the person responsible pays the price. The stakes are high, and time is running out. Davy's got to act fast, or risk losing the person he trusted. Davy's eyes are fixed on the person who cast the detoxification spell. This is a very time-sensitive situation, and every minute counts. They won't be able to take a carriage. That would only take longer. They've got to travel on foot, and they've got to do it fast. But Arya is struggling, and her life hangs in the balance.
I feel fine.
The companion is trying to convince Arya that she needs to see a doctor, but Arya is in denial. She's strong-willed, and she's not going to give up easily. But the consequences of waiting too long could be disastrous. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
The key action or twist of this chapter is Echo's intuition is triggered when she touches the mysterious ancient artifact, unleashing a terrifying power that shakes the very foundations of her being. Emotional stakes. The chapter ends with Sora, still reeling from his betrayal, struggling to come to terms with the loss of trust in those he once considered friends, his heart heavy with the burden of newfound suspicion. Cliffhanger. The group's journey to Ordom territory hangs precariously in the balance as they're ambushed by unseen enemies, leaving their lives hanging by a thread as the darkness closes in.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Brian, he's a level 1000 hero, yet the cold-blooded assassin lurking behind his back has a hit list with his name on it. Davy Orawain, the prince we thought was weak, has just walked out of a coma and into a court filled with deadly foes. P0, I'm Davy L. Rowan. I've heard a little bit about you before. It's an honor for you to visit such a humble territory. Who is there? Davy? an unknown visitor, and the court's inhabitants. What do they want? The visitor's intentions are unclear, but Davy is about to become a threat to those who sought to kill him. What blocks them? Davy's sudden rise to power and his connections to the nobles. Davy's gaze locks onto Arya, and he takes in her disheveled but determined look. She's clearly not from around here, and something about her presence triggers a memory.
I'm so sorry, but we're in a rush, and we can't waste any more time.
Davy's eyes widen as the representative reveals the unthinkable. The devil's blood disease may already be spreading, and the consequences will be catastrophic if it gets out of control.
Davy L. Rowan's words hang in the air as the truth slowly unravels. A dark organization looms in the shadows, its reach now expanding across all 3 kingdoms on the continent. A chilling new reality. Davy's discovery has shattered the peace in a way that's impossibly personal, threatening to unravel everything he thought he knew about his world, leaving him to grapple with the weight of a newfound understanding. In this treacherous landscape, where allegiances are tested and the line between loyalty and deception blurs, Davy L. Rowan finds himself fighting to protect his home, the very future of Lindy's hanging precariously in the balance.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Wait. Stop. The nurse pushes them aside, shouting at the doctor. We have to get him into quarantine immediately. His doctor rushes to his side, but a nurse jumps in, blocking the way. The nurse's eyes are filled with panic. The doctor and nurse exchange desperate glances. His body's shaking intensifies. The doctor's voice is a mix of urgency and fear. What's happening to him?
Sample collected. Testing for toxinitis. Davy's eyes widen as his body starts to go numb.
Phew.
Just a little more.
The key action twist unfolds in the present tense. Taewoo's dark past comes back to haunt him, revealing a horrific truth about the plague that devastated his homeland, where over 1 million people perished in mere days. As Taewoo grapples with this revelation, he loses a crucial ally, someone he trusted, and with it, a valuable source of support in his fight against the dark forces threatening his world, leaving him feeling isolated and uncertain. The stakes are left perilously high as Taewoo's dark past hangs precariously over his head, threatening to destroy everything he's worked for, forcing him to confront the evil he's been trying to suppress, and the true enemy within.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Prince Davy Orwen's eyes glare over the papers on his desk. He wants answers to the situation in his kingdom. What's blocking him is Count Lincoln's stubbornness, but he's about to push the issue further. His hands clench into fists as he glares at the Count. What happens is Davy demands, "What's going on here?" And Count Lincoln stands up to face him. What's the cost for both of them?
Stop, you're wrong.
Count Lincoln won't budge, but Davy's determination grows with every passing second. Davy's voice raises an octave, and his body leans in. He wants Count Lincoln to trust him and tell him the truth about the situation. Prince Davy wants the Count to hurry up with the treatment, but the Count is taking his time. He's not giving Davy the priority attention he needs. Davy has to push the Count to get results.
Please hurry up and consider this as doing something good for humanity.
But the Count is having none of it, and he starts yelling at one of his underlings. What's stopping Davy is the Count's arrogance. He says, "Turning over the treatment authority. Do you think this is a joke? Your Highness."
Hwa-ryung unleashes her most devastating attack yet, summoning a maelstrom of dark energy that threatens to obliterate Jin Woo's defenses in a heart-stopping display of unmatched strength. Jin Woo's desperate attempts to suppress his overwhelming emotions have taken a toll on his relationships, forcing him to confront the painful reality of losing his loved one's trust in a heart-wrenching betrayal. As Jin Woo stands on the precipice of an uncertain future, he's left grappling with the weight of Hwa-ryung's unyielding determination to destroy him. a determination that has only intensified in the face of his shocking return.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Kolio's expression darkens as he thinks about the thousands of hours spent developing a cure. He's still searching for answers, but Prince Devi's condition is a breakthrough he can't ignore. The weight of responsibility settles on Kolio's shoulders, and he takes a deep breath, making a decision that will change everything.
It's been years. We still can't find a cure.
The tension in the medical room is palpable. Count Kolio and Winley's faces light up as they examine the patient's blood. A breakthrough is imminent, but at what cost? Kolio takes a deep breath, making a decision that will change everything. He's determined to save the patient, but the stakes are high.
Stop. You're wrong.
But will this cure come at the risk of the Central Disease Management Corps' reputation, or even the patient's own life? The room is filled with anticipation as Kolio prepares to inject the cure.
Kolio injects the developed cure into the patient's blood, but the results are uncertain. The clock is ticking, and every moment counts. Winley looks on anxiously, her eyes fixed on the patient's vital signs. Kolio's eyes are locked on the results, his expression a mask of concentration.
We can't keep hiding this.
But what if this cure is not enough? What if it's just a temporary fix? The patient's blood begins to react to the cure, and the medical team holds their breath. Winley whispers to Kolio, her voice laced with concern. Kolio's eyes dart towards the patient's face, his expression a mixture of hope and trepidation.
It's not supposed to be this fast.
Kolio, captain of the Central Disease Management Corps Knights, desperately injects the developed cure into the patient's blood as the clock ticks away, the fate of countless lives hanging precariously in the balance. The emotional stakes are at an all-time high as Kolio's unwavering determination to save lives culminates in a poignant moment of gratitude from the patient he's risking everything to save. A fragile human connection forged in the face of unimaginable loss. As Kolio's eyes lock onto the patient's vital signs, the tension builds to a heart-stopping crescendo. Will the cure work, or will it succumb to the relentless onslaught of the deadly virus, leaving the fate of the entire city hanging in the balance?
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The cure is a lie, and the patient's conditions are on a downward spiral. Brian's brother, the mastermind behind the cure, stands by his work, not out of conviction but out of fear of being proven wrong. He thinks to himself, maybe I'm just not seeing something. Maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. His hands refuse to stop moving. They're an extension of his doubt. The stakes are clear. If his treatment fails, his patients die, and his reputation is forever tarnished. The weight of the situation is crushing him. He checks the exit twice, his mind racing with the consequences of failure. His brother's words echo in his mind. I'm gonna bake brother some cookies when things get better. And for a moment, Brian feels a sense of reassurance, but it's quickly replaced by the harsh reality. How did things turn out where you are? Communication artifact, yes. Prince Devi is an incredible person. To think that he'd be able to solve the Disease Management Corps conundrum in a mere days, Baron Gornio appears, his eyes on Prince Devi, who's standing motionless, hands clasped behind his back. He looks.
The max-level hero has his memories restored, revealing the truth about his past and the reason behind his return to this world in a shocking twist that will forever change his destiny. Gildart's harsh words cut deep into Max's heart, leaving him questioning his own identity, with the emotional weight of his past mistakes weighing heavy on his shoulders, a burden he must now bear alone. As the truth unravels, the shadows of Max's past close in, threatening to snuff out his newfound sense of purpose and justice, putting everything he's fought for in grave danger of being torn apart.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. The guards are trying to reason with Devi, but he's not having it. What does he want? He wants to show them that he's not to be underestimated. But what's blocking him? Their claims of being just following orders are starting to wear thin.
It would only make it even more painful for you.
Painful? Davy's not concerned about their pain right now. What happens? He takes a step closer, his magic swirling around him. He's not going to let them get away with their treachery.
Oh, is that so?
The cold, calculating tone of the villain's voice sends shivers down his spine. What is the cost? If Davy's magic gets out of control, it could spell disaster for the entire kingdom and his own life.
Stop. We don't hold any personal grudges against you. We're simply following orders.
But orders from who? The masterminds behind the plot. What happens? Davy's magic crackles at his fingertips, ready to unleash its full fury upon anyone who dares to stand in his way. He's a max-level hero now, and he's not going to let anyone get in his way. What is the cost? If Davy's magic gets out of control, it could spell disaster for the entire kingdom and his own life. Stay sub to Manwa with Hari, or you'll miss the climax. Prince Davy Orawain moves before the enemy can breathe. His hand instinctively reaches for the sword at his side. He draws it in one swift motion, and the blade slices through the air.
The max-level hero has returned. S-World hangs in the balance as Ylif's hellfire engulfs the city, and Soma's true intentions are revealed in a shocking twist. Demi-Hellfire. Soma's battle against his dark self weighs heavily on his shoulders, but despite the turmoil, he finds solace in his newfound resolve to protect his friends and the people of Illyria. He gained a crucial ally in the form of Ylif.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The kingdom's strongest warrior has returned, but at a cost that will shake the foundations of this land. Prince Davy Orawain, the prince we thought was powerless, has awoken with a strength that's not human. His eyes blaze with an unyielding determination. No one knows what he's planning, but one thing's certain. The prince we once dismissed is now a force to be reckoned with. His gaze sweeps across the kingdom's courtyard, where guards once joked about his weakness. Now they tremble. The prince wants answers, and he's not looking for excuses. His hands fist at his sides as he approaches the throne room, where enemies hide in plain sight. His gaze sweeps across the courtyard, and his allies cower. The enemies hiding in plain sight better be prepared. Now that Prince Davy is awake, everything changes.
I think someone is trying to tell us something.
Behind him, the silhouette of a mysterious figure watches, their presence unexplained. The kingdom's security is on high alert. The prince senses danger. His instincts scream at him to move. Every step he takes now is a path into the unknown.
Let's go see what they want.
They're searching for someone. Winley's missing and they're freaking out. Their faces are pale and their hands are shaking. The situation is dire. Who are they protecting, the Roan's princess or the innocent civilians on the brink of disaster? The characters seem to be in a rush, drawing Prince Davy along. Elder Yuli's appears, his calm demeanor a stark contrast to the panic around him. What's his plan? Is he willing to sacrifice others to protect the princess?
Protect.
The characters are being pulled towards some unknown fate. Prince Davy's fate is intertwined with theirs. What happens when their paths converge? Will it be a savior or a catastrophe? Prince Davy Orawain's eyes widen in shock as he tries to process the situation unfolding before him.
Elder Yuli's long-held secret finally unravels as Dmine's determination sparks a confrontation, unleashing a truth that shatters the very fabric of their community in a devastating, explosive climax. Elder Yuli's trusted reputation lies in tatters, his once unshakable authority now crumbling, as his deception leaves the people he swore to protect reeling, consumed by a mix of anger and heartbreak. With the truth now exposed, the repercussions of Elder Yuli's deceit threaten to destroy the delicate balance of power in the land, leaving Dmine and his allies racing against time to prevent a cataclysmic war that will have far-reaching, devastating consequences.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Stop. You're wrong. Lincoln's face remains impassive, but Prince Davy's words cut deep. Lin Ken knows the prince is strong, but he's underestimated him before. You will become a great test subject. Lincoln's hands move with precision, the blade slicing through the air. Lin Ken is left with a disturbing feeling. The atmosphere has shifted, and he's not sure what Davy is planning. As Lin Ken tries to gather his thoughts, he's met with an ominous silence. Lin Ken knows that this is not the end of this confrontation.
Lin Ken Bornishiad's shocking true identity is finally exposed to the entire city, sending shockwaves through the streets as the people's perception of their hero crumbles to dust. The weight of Lincoln's deceit leaves Gino shattered, his trust in the hero he once revered now broken, and his faith in the system hanging precariously in the balance of his mind. As the city teeters on the brink of chaos, the dark forces that manipulated Lincoln's rise to power move unseen, their sinister plot to exploit the hero's return unfolding with each passing moment.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. This is it. His sword slices through the treacherous silence. The tyrant's henchman lies defeated, but the prince's own life hangs in the balance. His vision blurs and his world goes dark.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
He feels the familiar rush of weightlessness, like when he first walked into the Hall of Heroes. Everything feels right with the world. Yet, a single thought pierces the euphoria, his own vulnerability. He's not ready. Panels dash P20. Please don't worry.
You had your chance. Now kneel.
Davy's got a problem. The organization he's targeting won't go down without a fight. They're going to impact the Central Disease Management Corp's reputation, and many nobles will come after them. Baron Kovio's yelling at someone in the background, and he's clearly on edge. Kirch, on the other hand, seems to be. Alatha's world is shattered as he's brutally rejected by his loved ones, leaving him isolated and heartbroken. His desperate plea for understanding met with scorn and ridicule. The emotional toll of Alatha's failed attempt to reconnect with his loved ones has left him reeling, robbed of the companionship he so desperately craved. His future now shrouded in uncertainty. As Alatha's despair reaches a boiling point, a sinister force begins to stir in the shadows, its malevolent presence looming large over the land, poised to unleash a catastrophic reckoning.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
Davy Orwain is back, and he's not done yet, Connor. He's still fighting, and he's still getting stronger. Winley's panting, and he's trying to get away. Davy says, "Has Kurt Xiong Yuk Kwek? Has Kurt Xiong Yuk Kwek?"
Davy knows he needs to tread carefully. Ninadox's power is a force to be reckoned with, and Davy's last resort is running out of options.
Mana is depleting. Barrier unstable. Winley's barrier is on the verge of collapsing, and Ninadox senses the chaos unfolding before him. Ninadox's eyes gleam with anticipation, knowing that capturing Davy alive will be the ultimate prize. His fingers dance across the relic, summoning a dark energy that will change the course of this battle.
What will Davy do now that his last resort is failing? Davy knows he can't keep this up. Ninadox's power is suffocating him, and Winley's barrier is about to give out.
Not enough time.
Sungwon's power surge to new heights as he unleashes a devastating combo, shattering a horde of monsters and solidifying his position as the strongest warrior in rank. Sungwon's momentary glory comes at a crushing cost as Jin Su, his closest friend and ally, falls prey to the very monster Sungwon sought to protect, leaving Sungwon racked with guilt. The darkness closing in, Sungwon finds himself face to face with a formidable foe, the cunning and ruthless assassin, Hyun, who will stop at nothing to claim the secrets of Sungwon's revival.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Prince Davy Orwain rises from his coma, but it's not him that matters. His kingdom is in chaos. Count Lington is behind it all. The power vacuum needs to be filled.
Protect the civilians.
Count Lingtun, however, has other plans. Knight's second order is taken down swiftly by Count Lington's men. Captain Colio is no match for their numbers. Davy has a goal: take down the Count. He charges into the fray, but his initial enthusiasm quickly turns into frustration. Captain Colio has him surrounded. Knight Third Order joins the fight, giving Davy a temporary reprieve. But the battle is far from over. Prince Davy Orawain is ready to strike back at Count Lington's men. His goal is to make use of lightning strikes to even the odds. His fists are clenched, and he takes a deep breath as the tension builds up within him. His eyes blaze with determination. He looks around, searching for the perfect moment to act. His eyes land on a nearby lightning rod, and a plan forms in his mind. His hand reaches out, and he feels the electricity coursing through his body. He's not prepared for the raw power he's tapped into. I'm going to make use of lightning strikes. His words are barely above a whisper, but the air around him crackles with electricity.
The two villains unleash a devastating lightning strike summoning, leaving our hero on the brink of collapse as they desperately cling to the crumbling edge of the mountain. The weight of their newfound responsibilities crushes Aaron's spirit as he struggles to reconcile his desire for revenge with the harsh reality of his limitations and the danger that lies ahead. As Aaron's vision begins to fade, he's met with a chilling sight. The two villains now standing over him with an eerie grin, their dark powers crackling with malevolent energy.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Davy Orawain is on the move, but there's something strange going on. A carriage appears. Davy's eyes narrow as he checks the driver. No, this can't be Kantas from the west, which is thousands of kilometers away.
Suddenly, the atmosphere in the carriage shifts. Davy's instincts scream at him to be on guard. He looks up and sees a figure standing in the shadow.
You're not the only one with eyes in the dark.
Davy's grip on the hilt of his sword tightens. The figure steps forward, and for a moment, he thinks he sees a glimmer of something familiar.
You'll never escape me, N.I.Chi.
Sir Bellis gives N.I.Chi a nod, and it's a game changer. N.I.Chi's got the clearance to dig deeper, and Davy senses an opportunity. He's not going to let his people fall because of his own mistakes. What's the cost of their investigation?
I swear on the name of the sword master of the imperial family, Bellis.
N.I. is caught off guard as she tries to escape a group of assassins from the royal family, her life hanging precariously in the balance amidst a desperate struggle for survival. Ni's innocence has been shattered as she witnesses the harsh realities of the world, and her determination to protect her friends has grown into a fierce resolve to fight back against the darkness. As Ni's new allies try to help her escape the assassins, they're met with a shocking revelation. The traitor in their midst has been revealed, leaving their trust and loyalty hanging by a thread.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Stats reset. New path activated.
Prince Davy Orawain is getting treated for an arrow lodged in his chest. He's grateful, relieved, but also slightly exasperated. Why? Because Rider Devil, his overprotective friend, took the opportunity to heal him, but not before Davy experienced some pretty harsh training. This training has changed Davy. He's no longer the same prince they used to know. Rider Devil is concerned about how far he's progressed, but he's also proud. After all, this is the prince they thought was powerless. Let's dive into Beat. We got a whole situation unfolding here. Stats reset. New path activated. Prince Davy Orawain is still reeling from his harsh training. He's grateful but also slightly exasperated.
Who does Davy Orawain see? What does Rider Devil want? What blocks him? What happens? What is the cost? Davy Orawain is back to his normal self, wide awake, but still trying to wrap his head around his experience. In a moment of candidness, he shares, "From early morning until dawn, I woke up in the middle of my sleep to ponder about my achievements in training." ZZZ, his voice trails off, as if searching for the right words. Rider Devil's expression remains perplexed. I poked fun at them in my heart. Davy Orawane chuckles, remembering the absurdity of his situation. The heroes worked my ass off until I got tired of them.
Jinsu's unyielding determination is put to the ultimate test as he faces a brutal reality check from the strongest warriors on the continent, leaving his pride shattered and his resolve teetering on the edge. Jinsu's sense of identity is rocked to its core as he grapples with the crushing truth that his skills are laughably inferior to those of his peers, forcing him to confront the harsh reality of his own inadequacy. As Jinsu's confidence crumbles, a looming threat emerges in the shadows, threatening to pounce on his vulnerability and exploit his weakness to devastating effect, foreshadowing a catastrophic event that will shatter the fragile balance of power.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Listen up, because the impossible has just happened. Prince Davy Orawane has shattered every record, surpassing max level within a single year. His return is not just a rumor. It's a reality that's about to shake the foundations of his kingdom. Enemies hiding in the king's court better be prepared, for the prince they once dismissed is now their biggest threat.
Stop. You're wrong.
His raw power is palpable, and his training under the Hall of Heroes is starting to unravel the mysteries of his past. The scene unfolds with Davy, now wide awake and more powerful than before, finally returning to his kingdom. He's got a new goal in mind, taking down the enemies hiding in the king's court. The stakes are higher than ever. Davy's transformation as a hero has earned him some serious enemies. His power is palpable, and his training under the Hall of Heroes is making them quiver with fear. What will Davy decide to do with his newfound abilities? Who will he target first?
Wah. And Davy. You idiot.
Davy takes a step forward, his eyes locked on the girl resembling a hamster, who's now standing in front of him, clearly upset.
Davy, now empowered, hands out treatments to the people of the Order territory. But Baris, the territory lord, isn't letting things go that easily. He establishes a vaccine system to prevent future breakouts. Over people have died in the Order territory due to this disease. Davy's eyes narrow as he processes the number. He realizes there's more to this story.
Is that so?
Davy asks about the disease's spread, and Baris reveals it's a lethal disease that killed tens of millions on other continents. If the Order territory had spread it further, half of the eastern continent would have been devastated. Davy's grip on the treatment packet tightens. He's starting to see the bigger picture. The key action or twist of this chapter is happening now. Gwang Hyuk's revival is confirmed as the entire world trembles at his rebirth, sending shockwaves that threaten to shatter the fragile balance of power. The emotional stakes are now at their peak as Gwang Hyuk's revival brings him back to life, reuniting him with his former love, Ha-yu, but also reopens the painful wounds of his past, leaving him grappling with the trauma. The cliffhanger is that the dark cult's true intentions for Gwang Hyuk's revival are still unknown, leaving the world teetering on the brink of chaos as the cult's sinister plans lurk in the shadows, ready to strike.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. He returns, but his carefree life ends with the arrival of a package on his front doorstep. A corpse, wrapped in twine and stringed with a note that reads, "For someone who thinks they can just rest." Jin's eyes lock onto the body, his gaze probing for the truth behind this gruesome sight. How did he even, in the midst of this whirlwind of events, an unexpected revelation surfaces. The precious baby of the Palan Empire is on a trip, and this development threatens to disrupt the delicate balance of power in the kingdom. The stakes have just been escalated. Kaldaraz's contractor is your age. As the players continue to navigate this complex web of relationships and power dynamics, Davy begins to grasp the true extent of the challenges ahead. His actions will have far-reaching consequences, and the cost of his decisions will be revealed only in time. Join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes. Davy's determination is palpable, and his eyes burn with an unquenchable fire. Davy's face sets in a determined expression, his eyes locked on brother. He's not letting go. His grip tightens, but brother doesn't waver.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Winley discovers the shocking truth about the patients who were infected with the dissolution acceleration virus. Her expression a testament to the turmoil brewing within. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Amidst this revelation, Winley's delicate balance of power and her sense of self are shaken to their core, as the lines between loyalty and deception begin to blur unmistakably. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. The Emperor's words hang in the air, a chilling promise that threatens to upend everything. 5,000 will stop at nothing to eliminate any potential threats, and Winley's very existence has just become a prime target.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The princess, Arya Al-Innis, stands before the throne, her words trembling with defiance. She is desperate to protect her mixed-race heritage, the beastman blood that flows through her veins. Her father, Emperor the Ord, fumes with rage, his dignity wounded. He wants to maintain the Empire's purity, but Arya's boldness threatens to expose the Emperor's darker secrets. Her hands are shaking as she takes a step forward, her voice barely above a whisper.
Arya's life is at stake. Her words could be treason, and the Empire will stop at nothing to silence her.
But Arya has a plan, a desperate gamble to save her people. Emperor Theod's request is not a request at all. It's a demand. Prince Davy's eyes narrow as he weighs his options. If he rejects the meeting, he risks provoking the Emperor's wrath. Yet, accepting the invitation may be the key to his future and to Arya's. His heart pounds in his chest as the choice is his to make.
Of course, I'll meet her. When?
The servant nods, his face a mask of neutrality. But Prince Davy knows that this meeting will be far from a trivial affair. Without hesitation, Prince Davy makes his decision known. He will reject Emperor Theod's request. The atmosphere is at its tipping point. Brother Albus is on edge, and Prince Davy's patience is wearing thin. The prince wants answers, specifically the most important proverb of the Lindy's family. Albus's secrecy makes him an obstacle, and the prince's desire for truth blocks their progress. The prince demands to know, and Albus hesitates.
Arya's secrets unravel as the truth about her past begins to surface, her identity shattering the mask of royalty, leaving her to confront the beast within. Arya's emotional landscape becomes increasingly complex as she struggles to reconcile her royal duties with her true nature, weighing the consequences of embracing her mixed heritage. Her internal conflict intensifies, threatening to destroy her sense of self. The promise Arya made to her partner hangs precariously in the balance, as the day of their reunion remains uncertain, and the future of their relationship hangs by a thread, suspended in an eternal state of limbo.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Stop. You're wrong. The golem begins to advance, and Davy knows he must act quickly. He orders his golems to engage, but the enemy forces seem to be expecting this. The battle is on, and Davy's skills will be put to the ultimate test. As the battle rages on, the golems clash in a spectacular display of steel and magic. The enemy forces seem to be adapting to Davy's strategies, and it's clear that they have a deep understanding of his tactics. Davy's golems take a beating, and he knows he must think fast to turn the tide. As this is his story, we're in a pivotal moment. Davy is face to face with Alinus, a pretty hot-tempered princess. She's kind at heart, but her temper's another story.
Stop. You're wrong. I can see the unease in her eyes. She doesn't understand why Davy is here, why he's awakened Calderas. The truth is, he owes her his life for saving Winley. This situation has Alinus on edge. She knows Davy's awakening Calderas is because of him, and she's still trying to process it all. Davy's standing his ground, unapologetic about his actions.
Percival discovers the shocking truth about his golem's transformation into a massive, impenetrable barrier, sparking a crisis that threatens the very fabric of his quest for revenge. Percival's sense of security is shattered as he grapples with the devastating consequences of his obsession, forcing him to confront the human cost of his unrelenting pursuit of power and justice. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The problem is, the other side won't budge. Calderas knows he has to try and persuade Per no matter what. Now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to try and persuade him no matter what. Calderas is willing to take the risk, to push Per towards a decision that could change everything. And the cost will be higher than either of them can imagine. Calderas' eyes widen as he's confronted by a figure from his past, their words hanging in the air like a challenge, threatening to upend everything he thought he knew. Calderas' grip on his past is tenuous at best, but it's about to come crashing down around him as the weight of his memories and the truth about his life begin to surface, leaving him gasping for air. The factory looms behind him, a constant reminder that his journey is far from over, as the figure he's trying to outrun disappears into the shadows, and Calderas is left to face the darkness alone. If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Princess Winley tries to brush it off, but Davy's not buying it. He reaches out, his hand hovering over her arm.
For someone who's an elder to be just slacking around here, I'm really worried for the fate of the Red Tower. She glances at Ulysse, her voice barely above a whisper. This is more than friendship. This is about something much bigger.
Princess Winley's face is a picture of unease, but we all know she's trying to play it cool. Davy, however, sees right through it. He narrows his eyes, and we can tell he's already piecing together a plan. His hand extends, hovering over her arm. Davy Orawain steps into the courtyard, his eyes scanning the scene before him. He spots a giant soldier, a guardian, standing by the fountain. Davy's instincts kick in, his hand reaching for the hilt of his sword. What catches him off guard is the sheer size of this guardian. It's enormous, easily 3 times his height. A guardian.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Ira stumbles upon the golem factory, where she's shocked to see the remnants of her long-lost kingdom being used to create an army of monstrous golems. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Ira's reunion with her kingdom's past is short-lived as she's confronted with the harsh reality of its downfall, leaving her feeling powerless and lost in the ruins. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. The mysterious figure lurking in the shadows watches Ira with an unnerving intensity, their intentions unknown as they whisper a single, chilling word, Master.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
His eyes snap open, and he's met with a blur of faces. The princess stands tall, concerned, but what's more striking is the determination etched across her features. I'll be the one to.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
His mind racing, he realizes he's not in the Hall of Heroes anymore. The sensation is like a punch to the gut. His memories are a jumbled mess, but one thing is certain, he's stronger now. He can feel it. His body screams for release, but he needs to hold back. One wrong move could mean disaster. He takes a deep breath, and as he exhales, he focuses on the princess. Her face is a mask of worry, but he sees something more, a challenge. What is she hiding? What does she want from him now?
Hanan unleashes his wrath on the golem factory, confronting the sinister forces behind the cruel fate of the villagers. As his rage sparks a maelstrom of chaos and destruction all around him. Hanan's journey has taken a devastating toll on his loved ones, leaving him with a crushing sense of guilt and a deep longing to protect those who can't defend themselves, his heart heavy with the weight of responsibility. As the golem factory lies in ruins, The enigmatic figure behind the sinister plot remains at large, their sinister intentions still shrouded in mystery, leaving Hanan and the village vulnerable to the next deadly attack.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The max level hero is holding his ground against a god. Stone-faced, the god swings his sword with unrelenting force. The max level hero barely dodges, eyes locked on his opponent. His stance is unwavering, a testament to his unshakable resolve. The air is electric with tension. What will give first? The god's relentless assault or the max-level hero's unyielding defense?
Stop. You're getting slower.
Prince Davy Orawain stands face to face with a god he's been training to surpass stone-faced. His arms crossed, and his eyes flashing with excitement. He's clearly stoked for this spar, and it radiates from every pore. But stone-faced doesn't mean emotionless. Folks, his fingers are tapping away, betraying the urgency he feels. What does he want right now, specifically? To take down a god and prove he's more than just a hero. What's physically in his way? A god who's been awakened and is ready to unleash hellfire upon him. What does he do about it? He cracks his knuckles and lets out a low, rumbling chuckle, a sign that he's not taking this lightly. What changes? The air in the room electrifies as the god's eyes narrow, sensing the challenge ahead. As the golem factory unleashes an unstoppable horde, Hayoung faces his darkest moment yet, desperately struggling to hold back the tide against overwhelming odds. Hayoung's resolve cracks under the weight of failure, the memory of his sister's sacrifice haunting him like a ghost, fueling his rage and determination to avenge her loss. The dark prophecy unfolds like a ticking time bomb, as the return of the Shadow Lord looms larger than ever, casting a foreboding shadow over Hayoung's already fragile grip on reality. Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Davy is surrounded by a group of skilled fighters. They're all training with different swords, trying to find the perfect style. Davy watches, intrigued. He's been away for 1,000 years, learning from the greatest heroes in the Hall of Heroes. He's confident he can surpass them.
What now? Davy wants to confirm his newfound understanding of the sword. He's confident that he's grasped the fundamentals, but he needs to test his abilities. His hand instinctively grips the hilt of his sword as he readies himself for the challenge. His eyes lock onto his opponent, and he charges forward, his blade slicing through the air with deadly precision.
Prince Davy Orawain, now known as the max-level hero, is back in his timeline. His first goal is to meet the woman and her partner. He wants to understand their situation and how they fit into his new reality. But he's met with resistance. The woman seems terrified of him, and her partner is trying to keep her hidden. Davy is frustrated, but he's determined to learn more. He takes a step closer to the woman, his eyes locked on hers.
Stop. You're wrong.
Davy's instincts scream at him to pull back, but he's driven by his need to understand. He presses on, his words pouring out in a gentle stream.
The Golem Factory's dark secret is finally exposed, revealing a sinister plot to exploit the village's innocence and plunge the world into chaos. Aaron's newfound understanding of the ancient technology has awakened a deep sense of purpose within him, but his connection to the village is now tainted by the cruel truth he's uncovered. The fragile balance between Aaron's heroic ambitions and the Golem Factory's malevolent intentions hangs precariously in the air as he's forced to confront the consequences of his discovery, leaving his future uncertain.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The danger level has just surged. The kingdom's fate hangs in the balance. Unknown dangers lurk in the shadows, threatening the very fabric of society. The city's defenses are breached. Chaos erupts as the enemy closes in.
An order of knights who fight against the unknown dangers of the world.
I feel like the root of the story is coming to light.
But there's a crucial question. Can Davy uncover the truth? As the situation unfolds, he moves closer to finding out. His thoughts quicken, racing ahead. Royalty drama unfolding. Davy Orwain is on the receiving end of a condescending tea ceremony. The Grand Chamberlain, Yuri, is scolding a maidservant for laughing in his presence. Davy's got a clear goal. Keep a straight face no matter what.
Stop being so strict.
The maidservant, still trying to apologize, is about to take her leave when the Grand Chamberlain is too caught up in his own tantrum to notice. The cost? Another awkward encounter for Davy Orwain, and the Grand Chamberlain's fragile ego still intact. But what's with that peculiar smile on his face? Davy Orwain's patience wears thin. The Grand Chamberlain's tantrum is still raging on.
The key action or twist of this chapter. A shocking revelation about Uriel's past is finally exposed, shattering his confidence and forcing him to confront the darkest secrets he's been hiding from himself. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Uriel's newfound self-doubt comes at a devastating cost, threatening to unravel the very foundations of his relationships and the trust he's built with his allies and friends. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. With the truth about Uriel's past now out in the open, a formidable foe is poised to strike, hell-bent on exploiting his deepest fears and shattering the fragile alliance he's forged with the people he's sworn to protect.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. It's a message: the max-level hero has returned. Brian thinks this is his chance to change things. He's been watching Prince Davy, and he's seen how far he's come.
Are you trying to ruin my chances of marriage?
He decides to take action, but that's when he realizes the person he's talking to is not who they seem. He thinks about the implications. Beat ends with a cliffhanger. The true identity of the person. Since I'm going to take this chance.
This is the great forest located just below the Pandora region. How did they even get here? A month by walking, a week by carriage? And there's a barrier, so they would have never made it easily.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The last wisp, that is, the secret Knights Order that Davy's a part of, is using the name Line Force Alpha to contain the threats that are coming out of Pandora. This is going to be a huge deal. The Lindy's Empire and the Imperial family are going to clash if they find out. And the person waiting in the dark is someone who should be dead. Davy's fists are clenched, and his eyes blaze with a fierce intensity as he decides to teach Baron Gornio a lesson. The Imperial family, hiding in the shadows, watches with bated breath as Davy's power surges. They sense the approaching storm and know they must act fast.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. The sound echoes through the room, a reminder that Davy's true strength is just beginning to emerge. The air is electric with tension as the Imperial family readies themselves for battle. Davy's not just fighting for his own strength, he's fighting for the future of the kingdom.
What secrets is the Imperial family hiding? And how will Davy uncover them? Lena seizes the chance to harness the max-level hero's incredible power, her eyes gleaming with a ruthless ambition that promises to crush all obstacles in her path with devastating efficiency. Elena's carefully crafted scheme to exploit the max-level hero's strength now hangs precariously in the balance, her fragile trust with him on the verge of shattering into 1,000 irreparable shards. Lena's treacherous plan is about to unleash a maelstrom of mayhem as she sets her sights on unleashing a torrent of golems upon the unsuspecting world, leaving a trail of destruction and chaos in her wake.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The majority of the final piece has erected barriers like this to maintain order. Davy's ring artifact holds the key to navigating this labyrinth. It's the same device that helped him understand the Hall of Heroes' true intentions. With this knowledge, he can finally unlock the mysteries of the Popuid Forest.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
But at what cost? His newfound understanding comes with a steep price. The forest barrier is starting to close in on him, and Davy's trapped in a desperate game of cat and mouse. His determination is unwavering. He won't back down until he achieves his goal. The forest barrier is in full effect, making it impossible to navigate. Davy's expertise will be put to the test. What is the cost of going around this barrier? His reputation as a hero hangs in the balance, and time isn't on his side. Stay subbed to Manwa with Hari, or you'll miss the climax. The court's tension is palpable, the air heavy with anticipation. The outcome hangs in the balance, as Davy's decision will determine the course of events.
Your actions are exceeding your authority. If you don't back off right now, I'll make you pay the price. Davy's path forward is fraught with danger, the cost of failure already clear.
The shadows move, and a figure emerges from the darkness. Murder is written on their face, a clear intention to strike. Davy's eyes narrow, his hand instinctively reaching for the sword at his side. He doesn't need to draw it. His presence is enough to make the air thick with tension.
Murder. What?
The assassin is relentless, but Davy's focus is unwavering. He's determined to protect himself and those around him, no matter the cost. His hand doesn't waver, and his eyes don't leave the target. The battle lines are drawn, and only one can emerge victorious. Who will it be? The fight is intense, the movements swift and deadly. In a shocking turn of events, Sungmu's eyes widen as he uncovers the dark truth behind the Golem factory, its sinister purpose threatening the entire kingdom with destruction unfolding around him. Elena's world is shattered as Sungmu's identity is revealed, leaving her torn between loyalty to her friends and her growing feelings for the mysterious hero, her heart heavy with the weight of this treacherous deception. As Sungmu is forced to flee the Golem factory, he's ambushed by a group of ruthless mercenaries, their blades flashing in the fading light, leaving us with a heart-pounding question. Who will be the next to fall?
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. The outsider's words are a taunt, a challenge to Trev's authority. The room is a powder keg of tension, waiting for the spark that will set it off. Trev's expression remains impassive, but his words are a warning, a reminder that the outsider is not to be underestimated. The outsider's words are a single, chilling phrase. Huh? The silence that follows is oppressive, a heavy weight that hangs in the air, and a question that remains unanswered. What comes next?
The key action or twist of this chapter. A mysterious figure emerges, revealing a shocking truth that alters the fate of Davy, sending ripples through the world and rewriting the very fabric of reality. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Davy is met with a crushing blow, losing the one person he thought he could trust, leaving him shattered, scarred, and teetering on the edge of collapse, his world in shambles. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. As the darkness closes in, Davy's eyes widen in horror as he realizes the true extent of the danger lurking in the shadows and the deadly fate that awaits him.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Knight Shilia, representing the Knight's Order, scrutinizes the trial. He's watching Davy with a hawk's gaze, searching for any sign of weakness. Davy's gotta convince him of his abilities, but what if he fails?
You dare insult the Knight's Order? Shio Howl. Watch your words.
Davy's trying to keep his cool, but he's making it worse, and it's clear that Shio's about to lose it. The atmosphere is tense, and everyone's waiting for someone to make a move. Davy thinks he's got this, so he starts questioning the trial. He asks if they normally take in younger children who haven't perfected their abilities. Davy's about to take a leap of faith and showcase his abilities, but will it pay off? The stakes are high, and the outcome is far from certain. Join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes.
Shio's eyes go wide as he watches Davy take down the enemy with ease. His body language is a mixture of shock and amazement. How incredibly incredible! Davy's smile is a mixture of pride and satisfaction, and he knows he's made a statement. The crowd is stunned, and they're all waiting to see what's next.
The key action or twist of this chapter unfolds dramatically as Yunkwei takes out the chainsaw and leaps into battle. unleashing a fierce display of skills and determination, leaving everyone stunned by his incredible display of power. The emotional stakes are high as Hikari's past traumas are slowly revealed, exposing the deep scars and emotional wounds that have left her with a fragile grip on her own identity and purpose in life. The cliffhanger hangs precariously in the air as Yunkwei faces off against an unseen foe, the sound of chainsaws revving ominously in the background, threatening to erupt into chaos and destruction at any moment.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.
In the Hall of Mana Blessed Ones, Prince Davy Orawain stands out as an anomaly. His power grows in silence, unbound by the sacred seal of his lineage. The masters of the Hall of Heroes recognized his potential, shaping him into a force of nature. Blunt force is the path of a continental-grade genius. The results are far from underwhelming. Every ounce of energy unleashed pulverizes its target. Even the elders cannot deny, however, that Davy's raw power is nothing without finesse, without strategy. Upon his return, he finds the automatic protection system sluggish in response to his probing, its efficiency a mere fraction of what it once was.
This attack isn't for you, it's a distraction.
The max-level hero moves to block the attack, but the distraction Yuli's created is bigger than he anticipated. The golem he summoned earlier, the one with the abnormal movements, has broken free from the containment field. It's now rampaging through the king's court, causing destruction on a catastrophic scale. The frozen area around the golem's joints is a no-go zone. Davy can see the ice magic already starting to take hold. He takes a deep breath, weighing his options. This golem has abnormal movements. The king's court is on high alert. He's not just going for the prince, he's targeting the automatic protection system.
Davy's got this now, his instincts guiding him toward the heart of the chaos. WHO is he facing, the golem created by Yuli's. What does it want? Destruction, annihilation, chaos. What blocks it? Davy's determination to stop it. What happens? The two clash, the outcome far from certain. What is the cost? Either side could fall. What is this?
The key action or twist of this chapter is, the truth about the doll is finally revealed, exposing a shocking connection to our main character's dark past, forever shattering his sense of identity. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost is. Our main character is left reeling, his confidence shattered, as he grapples with the harsh reality that his entire life was a lie, his sense of purpose now hanging precariously in the balance. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward is, as the truth begins to unravel, a dark figure watches from the shadows, their eyes fixed on our hero, their intentions shrouded in an aura of malevolent intent, ready to strike.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now.
Yes, I'm here to help out a friend, but it's not like I'm uninterested in the final piece. To be precise, it's the various demonic spirits. The prince's smile is faint, yet guarded. Theo Howl's grip on the prince's arm tightens.
Theo Howl's scowl deepens as he takes a step closer to Davy, warning him again about the rules. Yet Davy keeps trying to sneak in. No one else seems to notice him yet, but he senses the tension building up in Theo's posture, the master trainer's usually stoic voice now laced with annoyance. Davy swallows hard and decides to take the plunge.
Come on, I'll join you a little later.
The golem mage stops mid-attack, sensing Theo's eyes on him. He bows to acknowledge the master trainer and nods at Davy, but remains frozen in place, his massive stone fist suspended in midair.
As Suntai unleashes his true power, the very fabric of the world begins to shudder, unleashing a catastrophic maelstrom that threatens to engulf everything in its path, reshaping reality itself. Suntai's actions have sparked a deep sense of betrayal within Eun-jin, who had grown to trust him, forcing her to confront the harsh reality that her hero may not be the savior she thought he was, crushing her emotional foundation. With Eun-jin fleeing in desperation, Suntai's pursuit leaves her family vulnerable to the mercy of the demonic forces, as the once safe haven teeters on the brink of destruction, setting the stage for an apocalyptic nightmare.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. The city is in shambles. The king's heir, Prince Devi, is nowhere to be found. I've got whispers from the underground that the prince was struck down by an enemy's arrow. His soul's been transferred to the Hall of Heroes. That's not a pleasant thought. The great heroes of the past would have had a say in his training. He's been pushed to his limits, and I'm sure he's not happy about it.
What's going on? Why did I end up here? I don't know, but it seems like your training has just started. You're not even awake yet.
The prince's voice is steady, but I sense a hint of fear and determination. In a stunning display of power, the golem unleashes a devastating blow, sending the prince flying across the floor. Elin and Theo watch in awe, their faces filled with a mix of concern and wonder. The prince scrambles to his feet, his determination burning brighter than ever. "I'm not done yet," he declares, charging forward once more.
This is for everyone who believes in me. His words fuel the fire within him, and he unleashes a mighty roar as he tackles the golem head-on.
Prince Davy's got a new teammate, Alenia. She's charming and seems to enjoy her training. Too much. But hey, who wouldn't with Davy around? He's a prince, after all.
Davy's got questions too, and they're starting to pile up. He's beginning to see that everyone around him has secrets, and that makes him wonder what's really going on. Alenia catches his eye, and he realizes she's been watching them, listening in on their whispers. Theo's tension is palpable, and Davy can feel the air thickening between them. What's Theo's real problem with the roaming knightage?
Leave me alone, Davy.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Elena's eyes lock onto Erazo's, filling with a mix of shock, fear, and a glimmer of a long-forgotten memory that could change everything forever in this instant. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. As Elena's memories resurface, she's forced to confront the harsh reality of her past, struggling to reconcile her newfound emotions with the Erazo she thought she knew. But now her heart aches with a deep sense of longing and loss. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. The weight of Elena's secrets threatens to upend the delicate balance of power, leaving Erazo torn between his loyalty to the king and the growing sense of unease that Elena's revelation has sparked, as the shadows loom, hinting at a brewing storm.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Brian, what's the relationship between you two? It's quite amazing, isn't it? Excuse me. Alicia, the princess of the Palin Empire, just revealed a shocking secret. There are spies within the knightage who are instigating divisions, and everyone's in danger.
Alicia. That's supposed to be a secret from the cadets.
Sir Davy looks stunned, his eyes wide with concern. He's trying to process the revelation and figure out what it means for their kingdom. Will Sir Davy and the others be able to uncover the identities of these spies before it's too late? Prince Davy just walked into a group of people, and he's instantly recognized. He's known for his bravery and skill, and everyone looks up to him. Lucia Shellman is standing in front of the golem, seemingly oblivious to Sir Davy's presence. She's examining the golem's heart, discussing it with an unseen companion.
It's the god of machinery.
Lucia is fascinated by the golem's technology, whereas Sir Davy is still trying to wrap his head around the situation.
It seems fun.
Lucia's enthusiasm is clear, but Sir Davy remains confused and uncertain about what's happening. Sir Davy approaches Lucia, trying to make sense of the situation. He asks her if she's aware of the golem's status, to which Lucia responds with a nonchalant, "It's dead."
Lindsay's confession ignites a spark of uncertainty as she reveals a long-held secret. leaving Daphne stunned and her entire world turned upside down in an instant. Daphne's heart shatters into a million pieces as she grapples with the weight of Lindsay's confession. Her sense of security and trust crumbling, and her love for her being severely tested. As Daphne's eyes widen in shock, Lindsay's words hang in the air, threatening to destroy the fragile bond they forged. Their relationship on the brink of collapse with no clear escape route in sight.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Davy's at the ceremony, surrounded by people he thought were his friends. They're all chattering away, but he's not having it. He wants respect, and he wants it now. His face is set in a stern expression, and his fists are clenched by his sides.
You had your chance. Now kneel.
Will Davy finally give in to his ego, or will he take control? Davy's eyes are blazing with fury. He can't believe they're treating him like this. He wants to lash out, but he's holding back. His jaw clenches, and his breathing quickens.
You're too weak to hold on to your title, Davy. Now, kneel before me.
What will Davy do when faced with his own failure? Oh man, we're in for a ride here, folks. Davy's at the ceremony, and it's getting intense. People are talking about the size of the ruins and the materials they can use to form their Decepticon squadron. It's a whole operation, and they're just getting started.
Davy's jaw clenches as he watches Toyi try to intervene, his mind racing with the implications of what he's seen. He wants to stop Toyi, to prevent him from escalating the situation, but he knows he can't do that without being seen as overstepping his bounds. He decides to let Toyi handle it, but his eyes never leave the exchange, his body language a clear warning to Toyi that he's watching.
New skill unlocked, third floor analysis. He thinks to himself, trying to make sense of what he's seeing.
Davy's eyes snap towards Toyi, his face a picture of urgency. Davy stumbles upon the lower floor of the labyrinth, his eyes widening as a massive, ancient tree towers above him, its branches dripping with eerie, pulsing energy. Davy's resolve shatters as he's forced to confront the grim reality of his own mortality, the weight of his impending doom settling heavy in his heart like a crushing boulder. As the eerie, pulsating glow emanating from the ancient tree begins to envelop Davy, he's unable to escape, leaving his fate hanging precariously in the balance of the labyrinth's unforgiving darkness.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Davy's stuck between two worlds, his life in the past and his future as a hero. He's weighing his options, but it seems he's not thrilled about either. Megatron's speaking up, trying to get him on board with their plan. Davy's not convinced, though, and his reluctance is starting to show. I'm just going to be a material member as a roaming knight. Megatron's trying to make a case for why being part of their group would be good for Davy. But Davy's not listening, or rather, he's not caring. He's distant, almost detached. Megatron's words are falling on deaf ears. You'd enjoy being part of this group. It's a new experience. The tension between Davy and Megatron is at a boiling point. Davy's getting angrier, and Megatron's trying to keep his cool. But it's clear something's about to snap. And if something like that really happens, even if that means that these guys start to see me differently. Megatron's words are like a punch to the gut. They hit hard and leave Davy reeling. But he's not backing down. In fact, he's getting angrier by the second. The air is electric with tension.
I have no thoughts of leaving them until then.
The clock is ticking, Davy's golem is about to explode, and he's still nowhere near prepared. Davy Orawain, the prince, stands in the courtyard, his eyes fixed on a massive golem that's about to explode. His hands are slick with sweat, and his feet are rooted to the ground. His mind is racing with memories of the Hall of Heroes, where he spent 1,000 years becoming a hero too strong for his own good. The cost of failure weighs heavily on him now. His unpreparedness could be his downfall. Ah, no, not now. Davy realizes too late.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Danger lurks on every floor as the party navigates treacherous traps and puzzles, with the faintest misstep threatening to unleash untold devastation. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Forced to confront the depths of his own desperation, the hero is racked with the weight of lost opportunities, his fragile bond with his companions hanging precariously in the balance. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. A whispered warning sparks a sense of foreboding as the hero's guide hints at unknown perils ahead, leaving the party vulnerable and ill-prepared for the challenge that lies in wait, ominously looming.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Davy, heal the kids, for now. Davy's mind reels with the pressure to save his kingdom and his people. Every decision counts. Every moment wasted could lead to disaster. The gravity of his responsibility weighs heavily on his shoulders. Davy's aura blade lights up as he assesses his surroundings. Persik looks up at him, a mixture of worry and sarcasm on his face. What? With a fierce battle cry, Davy charges towards the Guardians, his dual blades flashing in the dim light. Persik watches with a mix of concern and curiosity, his words reflecting his emotions. See twin blades, Davy's movement is swift and precise, his blades weaving a deadly dance as he takes down the Guardians one by one. The battle rages on, Davy's power surging to new heights. He unleashes a devastating combination of sword strikes, the air bursting with energy as he sends the Guardians flying. Persik looks on, his voice a mixture of awe and worry.
I think this is the very last room. The words are laced with a hint of desperation. It's empty. Davy's eyes linger on the room, a mix of relief and unease etched on his face.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Davy unleashes a powerful sword technique, catching everyone off guard as it shatters their expectations, and unleashes a maelstrom of questions about his past. The emotional stakes are at its peak as Davy's closest friends and ally, Mora, grapple with the truth of his past and the weight of newfound secrets that threaten to tear them apart forever. The cliffhanger leaves the viewer on edge as Mora struggles to reconcile her feelings towards Davy, caught between her love and her growing unease as she wonders what other secrets he may be hiding.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Davy's realization of his connection to the Hall of Heroes is just beginning. He senses an abyss, a vast power both imperfect and perfect. Those who develop golems in the research department are all in pursuit of this PU. What does it mean? Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. Suddenly, Davy exclaims, I have to take this. Elena approaches Davy cautiously, as if he's a fragile, innocent thing. She says, You look like an idiot.
Bekik's true, suspended animation is revealed as he's on the brink of awakening, the divine priest's mysterious powers spreading dread throughout the land. The weight of Bekik's past crushes him, forcing him to confront the devastating truth. His memories were fabricated, his identity a lie, leaving him lost and searching for a new sense of self. As the house on fire engulfs the night, Ryango's wrath intensifies. He will not rest until the max-level hero is silenced, their home destroyed, and their loved ones shattered.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The city gates are in flames. Prince Davy Orawain doesn't wait for permission. His target is Yuri, the vampire who threatened the child's life. His hand moves instinctively for the hilt of his sword. The courtyard is empty, as if everyone has vanished. Prince Davy's eyes flicker with a warning. If Yuri tries anything, it won't be just him who suffers. Yuri sneers. Then are you going to hand over that heart and the white wing? Yuri wants the powerful item, but it's not just that. Yuri wants control. Prince Davy's eyes narrow at Yuri's audacity. Is there nothing in your head but that? Yuri's expression darkens, but Prince Davy's not backing down. Prince Davy's eyes narrow at Yuri's audacity. He wants to defuse this situation, but Yuri's provoking him. The prince's power struggles with his desire to protect innocent lives. He decides to keep his cool, at least for now. Yuri, don't make a mistake here.
No, Davy, stop. Davy's patience wears thin. He refuses to back down. What happens next? Will he snap?
Nolam 3 Snow wants to test Loon's limits. There's a vampire in the way. Nolam 3 Snow asks Loon to prove herself. Loon accepts the challenge. She refuses the vampire's offer to supply her with data. Her response sets off the turret.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
As the vampire unleashes its full fury, the stage is set for a battle that will push Kim Hwan to his limits, testing his resolve and strength in ways he never thought possible. With this confrontation, Hwan gains a crucial ally in the fight against the true enemy, but at a steep cost. His chance to maintain a relationship with his loved ones is slipping away, leaving him heartbroken. The truth about Kim Hwan's past remains shrouded in mystery, and the key to unlocking it lies with Paracelsus, whose secrets are now in the hands of the very people who seek to destroy him, leaving his future hanging precariously in the balance.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. His city is being torn apart, and the hero who saved it thinks he's still dead. That's not what's about to happen. Prince Davy Orawane has a whole different story to tell. He was struck by an enemy's arrow and left for dead. But we know the real story. In a place where heroes gather, the greatest of the great watched over him for 1,000 years, churning him into a hero too strong for his own good. He's wide awake now, and the enemies hiding in the king's court better be prepared. Prince Davy Orawanes in awe of the physical golem body's performance. Its power so incredible it's almost supernatural. Davy's wondering what's going on here, who's going to come out on top in this clash of titans. Davy's waking up and he doesn't know what's going on. He's disoriented and dizzy. His mind's racing to make sense of everything. His body aches all over, and his head feels like it's splitting open. He coughs, trying to clear his lungs, but it hurts.
Stats maxed.
Davy tries to sit up, but his vision blurs, and he feels a wave of dizziness wash over him. He grabs his head, trying to hold it together. He remembers something, the blue sword Misha, and the immortal destruction that followed. Davy locks eyes with Lucia, his trusted ally. He senses her anxiety. His body's weakness and her desperation fuel his resolve. He focuses his thoughts, trying to move, but every attempt fails. Loon's output is at %, and Davy knows he can't hold out for much longer.
Stop. Make a path, now.
He knows that if he fails, not just himself but Lucia and Loon will suffer. He senses his limits are about to burst, and the outcome is far from certain.
The key action or twist of this chapter is unfolding as Theo unleashes a mighty roar, shattering the atmosphere as his true power surges forward, electrifying the air with an intense, blinding light. The emotional stakes are cutthroat as Theo struggles to reclaim his memories, but with each passing moment, his grip on the past falters, leaving him lost in the darkness of his forgotten identity. The cliffhanger hangs precariously as the group's precarious escape hangs by a thread as they flee the collapsing ruins, pursued by a chilling storm that seems to be getting closer, with unseen terrors lurking in its depths.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. A circle mage just dropped the ceiling on his own group, revealing a shocking truth that makes my heart skip a beat. The room is in chaos, and I can already see the damage. A massive hole in the ceiling, a potential disaster waiting to happen. Loon, the circle mage, seems unfazed by the destruction, her expression a picture of calm. She looks at the damage, then back at her companions, and I can sense a hint of amusement in her eyes. Loon, it's okay to be complimented, right? The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The situation's about to escalate. Theop tries to reason with Loon, but she won't listen. You're so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm literally boiling inside. Loon's emotions are running wild. She's on the verge of a breakdown. The tension builds as Loon confronts Theop. Her anger boils over. What have you done this time? You wretch. The situation's about to take a dark turn. We can't wait to see what happens next. Will Theop survive Loon's wrath? Loon's already received reports of another big incident brewing in the royal family. Theop's failure is the least of her concerns. She turns her attention to the new threat, whatever is coming their way. Loon knows the situation is serious, and she's the only one who can stop it. She thinks back to the last time the prince was dismissed, only to return stronger than ever. Her eyes narrow, her jaw set in determination.
Dear, that's all well and good, but we have bigger problems now.
The stakes have just gotten higher. Loon's resolve is unwavering, but the danger is escalating. The question is, will she be able to stop the impending disaster? The fate of the royal family hangs in the balance, and Loon's the only one who can save them.
The key action or twist of this chapter is Luna is shocked as she discovers her own weight is exponentially higher than usual, threatening her very existence in the human world. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost is. Master's unspoken past and hidden emotions surface as he's confronted by Luna's revelation, revealing a deeper connection and vulnerability beneath his enigmatic facade. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward is. Elena's ominous warning about the third floor's dark history and sacrifice members lingers, foreshadowing a catastrophic event that could imperil the entire city and those Luna cares for dearly.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Davy's got his eyes on a different horizon, a threat to the kingdom that needs his attention. Loon, the biological golem, and Elena, our princess, are by his side. The kingdom's in trouble, a vampire attack is brewing. Who is there? It's Davy, Loon, and Elena, ready to face this threat. What do they want? To protect the kingdom and its people. What blocks them? The sheer number of monsters, approximately 5,000, and the vampires they're working with. What happens? Davy's about to face off against the Horde. What is the cost? He's determined to win regardless of the price.
We discovered the Horde on this side.
Davy Orawain, also known as Blaze, has got his golem Loon on high alert. Something big is coming. The Elder Brain coordinates are locking in. Loon has Judgio the successors highly, so the strategy is set. I think Davy's about to kick some vampire, but Loon, what's the situation? Where are the other golems? Getting them into position. Got it. Alright, let's keep it sharp, guys. We don't know what we're up against. Suitable positions, Prince Davy.
Bakik Loon's mechanical body is overwhelmed. Its defense is failing as Davy's biological gloves pierce its core, leaving it vulnerable to attack. Davy's expression is a mix of shock and desperation as he's confronted by the truth about his own past and the people who turned his loved one into a golem, leaving him emotionally shattered. The commander's performance hangs in the balance as Bakik Loon teeters on the brink of collapse, leaving the outcome of the battle and the fate of the world hanging precariously in the air.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. His words are laced with a hint of intrigue, but what's driving his interest in this conflict? The atmosphere in the kingdom is thick with anticipation, and the fate of the realm hangs in the balance. What will happen next? Will Loon's plan save the day? Or will it spell disaster for the entire realm? We're just scratches away from the answer. Are you ready to dive into the next chapter of The Max Level Hero Has Returned? We've got a wild ride ahead, folks. As always, if you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now. Let's get into it.
Your Highness, please, we have a problem. A vampire has been spotted in the kingdom. Loon's face lights up, a fierce glint in her eyes. She seems to be sizing up the situation.
A vampire. That fits perfectly into my plan, Prince Davy. Davy Orawain wants to attend the party in the Imperial Palace. He's a famous guy, not just any prince. His people love him in the Eastern continent. He must have gotten that invite because of his identity.
Arya's been searching for the black magician who smelled of the forest. Why does she want to find him? Is it about the treatment or something more? Loon's involvement in the war might be connected. Arya's simple dreams of meeting someone who loves her are tainted by her condition. Now, she's searching for him as if her life depends on it. Where is she going? What's her next move?
He was looking for someone who could love me, just like I am. This is getting intense.
The black magician is nowhere to be found. Arya's frustration boils over. Her body's hideous, and she feels like an outcast.
The key action or twist of this chapter. Max enters a luxurious ball, drawing the attention of Arya, who's secretly in attendance, wearing a mask to hide her face. The emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Arya's mask slips, revealing her true face, forcing her to confront a painful secret and the harsh reality of her life as a princess. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. As Arya's secret is now out, the guards approach, and it remains to be seen whether Max will keep her trust or expose her true identity to the world.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. The Imperial family is being slaughtered from within. Prince Davy Orawain lies on the cold stone floor, his guards fallen. There's no time for sentiment, no time for hesitation. His soul must escape or risk being trapped in a world of eternal struggle.
Stop the attack.
Too late for that.
Davy's essence tears through the veil, and he finds himself in the Hall of Heroes, a place where the greatest of the great assemble. Yuri's got his own problem. He's not a fan of slavery. Big deal, you'd say, but in this empire, it's a huge taboo. Davy tries to smooth things over, but Loon's got a problem. She's got no idea what's going on. Sione's trying to keep things light, but Davy's the one who's got the explanation. He's got to tread carefully here. This place is getting complicated. Yuri's trying to understand what's going on, but Loon's stuck in neutral. Davy's got to convince her, and fast. Winley's on the case, trying to keep things from getting out of hand. But what happens when Loon finds out the truth? The consequences are gonna be epic. Davy Orawain is wide awake, back in his timeline after 1,000 years. He's in the king's court with guards surrounding him. He looks at the guards, weighing his options. His hand rests on his sword hilt. Should he give orders to let the guards through?
Should we give 3 high Oisihi guards?
The guards seem hesitant, unsure of what to do. Davy needs to make a decision quickly, but he's torn between keeping his enemies at bay and not hurting innocent people. What will he choose? His eyes narrow, focusing on the situation.
Lee Hyun's world is turned upside down as he watches in horror as his sister's memories, his connection to his past, are brutally ripped away by an unseen force. Lee Hyun's heart shatters into a million pieces as he's forced to confront the devastating reality that his sister's memories, his only link to his past, are now nothing more than a distant, fading dream. The very fabric of Lee Hyun's reality begins to unravel as he's left staring at the eerie silence of his sister. Her eyes frozen in a blank stare, her memories brutally erased, leaving him with only questions and desperation.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week.